We are here in the heart of Hanoi, Vietnam, and I am here with my parents. This is their first time ever in Vietnam, and in today's video, we are going to take them on a food tour through the streets of Hanoi to try some foods that they have never had before. It's going to be a great night. Hopefully you get a feel for what kind of amazing food Vietnam, specifically Hanoi, has to offer. So come along with us as I show my parents around Hanoi, Vietnam. Bun Cha is otherwise known as the Vietnamese pancake that translates to sizzling pancakes. The name refers to the sound that the batter makes when it hits the hot skillet.
Flour. So the filling, we have the beef, shrimp, and bean sprout. And this one is the
Bun Cha is made from rice flour, water, turmeric powder, and other ingredients, and is often served with fillings like pork, prawns, mung beans, and bean sprouts. So when you eat this, you will start by taking a piece of rice paper, and inside you will put a piece of pancake as well as lettuce. You will roll it like a spring roll and dip it into fish sauce.
Alright, so I just dip it in here. Very good.
Everyone's gonna be here.
What have you thought about the Hanoi Streets so far?
They are crazy, but the vibe is amazing here. But the motor scooters are unbelievable.
Yeah, if you've ever been to Hanoi, you'll know that it's just mass chaos all the time, but for some reason, it just works. Walking around the streets of Hanoi is so stimulating, but somehow an unbelievably enjoyable experience. This traffic is unreal. Look at this. Just chaos. Next stop was to get banh mi.
It's the pork, ham, carrots, and cucumber. This is the Vietnamese traditional breakfast. It's influenced by...
So that second dish was a banh mi sandwich, which is a French-inspired sandwich here in Hanoi, or in Vietnam in general. You can find them everywhere. Mom, what'd you think of the banh mi?
Loved it. It was really good. Really good.
It's just a great afternoon snack. I think they traditionally eat it for breakfast here. Good amount of meat, some vegetables on a French baguette. On to the next. And the one thing you will quickly notice with the restaurant and food scene is all the very close to the ground plastic chairs and tables that people eat on. Our wonderful guide gave us one explanation into why that is the case.
The plastic chair. Cheap to buy, fast to run. So when a police come, we might run.
The reason being is that technically all of those shops on the street that are serving food on those plastic chairs and tables are illegal. So the reason they use the plastic chairs is because they're easy to move. So when the police come, so they don't get fined, they can pick everything up really quick and they can still serve their food. This next dish is really hard for me to say, so I'll just show you. We were immediately introduced to a lady that was making fresh rice paper, for which she has been doing for 34 years. My parents' first impression with this dish displayed a lot of uncertainty.
Like, is it something that's cooked in there?
Is that in London?
Very spicy. Yes.
Oh, there, okay.
And then cream on here, and you dip the fish sauce and eat that.
Okay.
Okay.
My mom's gonna do her best to explain what our third dish is here.
All right, so we have shrimp powder on the top. We have some fried onion or shallot on the top, and inside of this rice paper we have shrimp. So we're supposed to put it on our spoon and we dip it into this sauce. You can add some peppers, some like chilies to make it spicier. I'm gonna add a little bit more lime to mine to make it a little more tart. So we'll see how this goes. Very good, very good.
This dish is called Bánh I think. I had to practice like for a couple times before I said that. Bánh. Though I've used chopsticks before, unlike my parents, our guide informed us that it is common practice for, if you're sharing food, to flip your chopsticks around to the other side if you are grabbing food. The side that you obviously didn't put in your mouth, which honestly makes perfect sense, and I can't believe I didn't pick up on before this.
All right, thank you. I got it. Got it? Yes.
The dish that we are eating now is called Bun Cha, which is a very typical lunch here in Hanoi and is a staple specifically of the north. And Bun Cha is kind of like a soupy broth, but it's sweet. Personally, it's one of my favorite dishes here in Hanoi. And inside you have some papaya as well as some various meats, including pork belly. And the reason I love it so much is because you have this plate of noodles, greens, and then you have the soup here. And if you're hungry, you just keep adding noodles. And to be honest with you, it's kind of like a never-ending bowl of soup. And that's why I love it so much, and it's super, super cheap as well. For the next dish, viewer discretion is advised. This is a Vietnamese dish of fertilized duck eggs that are partially incubated. It is a delicacy in the Southeast Asia region.
It's the egg yolk. Okay. It's the egg yolk. This part, this one, egg white.
No, don't show them.
Okay. Here's the eyes there.
Oh yeah, I see it. I see it.
And you see the feet.
Yeah.
I did this last time, and I said I would never do it again, but here we go. Okay, which part is better?
I would say the head one.
The head?
Does it have a beak on it?
This is the head.
I don't know if I can do it.
You can do it.
You can do this. Wait.
How's that?
You know.
Oh.
So, bravo.
Okay, what?
Honestly, the taste is not that bad.
It's just
It's a mental.
Yeah, it's just mental.
Yeah. All right, I think my mom's gonna give the embryo a try. Here we go.
Is that our water? No. Is that our water? You should drink this.
Okay, that's more just like the yolk.
Yeah.
So that's all right. Do you want to try the yolk?
Can I?
Okay.
Proud of her. She did it. She did it. I'm proud of her.
A little warm.
So, how was the egg embryo?
You know, it actually wasn't bad, but I kind of wimped out and I ate only the yolk, and it was fine. I wasn't gutsy enough to do the rest.
So apparently, according to our guide on Google, that egg embryo is the 10th like craziest food that you can eat in the world. I don't need to try the other 9, that's for sure. So right here, we have a dish that has durian in it. And if you don't know what durian is, people either love it or they hate it because it smells, for some people, like garbage. Now, personally, I don't really mind it too much, but I'm gonna have my mom give it a try and see what she thinks.
Yeah, what's that?
That's durian. Okay.
Durian. So this is that's durian.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
What do you think? What do you think?
It's not my favorite. I wouldn't need to do that again.
Ông đấy đang bên cuốn thấy khách của anh đứng kín hàng bên cuốn nó phải về. Thế không? Đang thấy đang bao bạn chút trẻ.
Egg coffee is something you've maybe heard of before. The history of egg coffee dates back to the 1940s when milk was a scarce resource in the city of Hanoi. So that is when a bartender set out to find an alternative. Through the use of eggs, the egg coffee was born, using this new alternative for milk. All right, Mom, what was your favorite thing on the food tour?
Oh my gosh. I really liked that the second thing, I think it was the second thing we had in the rice paper, like shrimp thing. I thought that was really good. But it was all amazing. All of the food was really good.
We are back in our hotel and off the crazy streets of Hanoi, where it is much cooler. But thanks for joining us on that Vietnam food tour in Hanoi with my parents, which it was their first time trying Vietnamese cuisine. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you can get some ideas for things you want to try when visiting Vietnam. If you're curious about more Vietnam content, I would highly recommend going through our channel. I'll link the playlist here, but checking out some of our other Vietnam content. We have a lot of other adventures and cool things that we've done in this beautiful country, and I would highly recommend checking it out. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, as well as subscribe to our channel for more content like this. We will see you in the next video.